Hello Amara, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And you?
I'm fine too. I think it has been a while since our last meet in UUM last semester. Now COVID-19 has been worse and we are all in MCO. I hope you find that. So today we are here to discuss about the natural disaster that happened last month in your hometown, which is Kelantan. How did you feel when the earthquake shook the whole city in that time?
Oh yes, I was terrified with the thermal since my house is in the middle of the city. I just can't forget the shaking of the earth. This is first time in my life have a earthquake. It really shocked to me and my family.
Oh my god, it must be terrifying. I can understand what happened to you.
I think this is the most disaster moment in my life because I never been in any natural disaster before.
I see. Sure, since earthquake one of the natural phenomena, it is unpredictable. What were you doing at that time?
I was in my reading room when the thermostat, and I took the shelter under my table in fear, and I was there till the thermos going on. Some of my neighbors were so scared that one of them fell down on the stair. I feel very annoyed, scared, and worried about my family because I don't know where the rest of my family. All hear a noise that sound like something cracking, and then I hear loud banging, something falling down, and lot of people screaming and shouting. I hope my family is not seriously injured or dead. I feel like a tsunami.
Bless you did the right thing. I have seen a documentary television program before about earthquake, and they explain one of the safest thing to do when earthquake happen is to take refuge under the table.
My sister injured that night.
Seriously? Oh, I didn't know that. How it happened?
She bumped her head onto the wall. At this time, very dark because have a blackout.
Oh, I see. How is your sister now? Is she okay?
She okay now, no need to worry. Half an hour later, after a quart, I went downstairs and I see a lot scattering everywhere. And thankfully, I found my rest of my family in the basement. I gave a lot kiss and hug for them, and then I also talked to them how I worry, and they said we worried too. We went outside and then I see a lot of tree, power liner, and then rubbish everywhere. The only thing that what make me happy is see my family still alive, and well, we stood outside our front door with our arm around each other, looking at everyone is researching in the debris. Oh yes, think about the builder of the city. The builder hardly follow any code of construction. Most of the builder of his collapse during a earthquake of a magnitude 7 to 8 on the Richter scale.
You are right. Any building will fall if the tremor that strong. It will cause heavy loss of life and properties. The authority should strictly develop a code for instruction of building to minimize the losses.
One, do you know how it could happen?
Yes, sure. I have watched a lot of documentary before.
can you explain roughly how a quake occurs?
An earthquake is caused by a sudden slip on a fault. The tectonic plates are always slowly moving, but they get stuck at their edge due to friction. When the stress on the edge overcomes the friction, there is an earthquake that releases energy in waves that travel through the earth crust and cause the shaking that we feel. It is usually happening in the middle of sea and cause tsunami. However, the possibility to occur in a land and town is high too. Although it is certain that violent earth tremors themselves are destructive, there are often other kinds of earth movement that are triggered by earthquake shockwaves. Thus, the violent shaking that accompanies many earthquakes often cause rockslide, snow avalanches, and landslides. In some areas, these events are frequently more devastating than the earth tremor itself. Floods and fires are also caused by earthquakes. Floods arise from tsunami along coastlines, from large-scale change in enclosed bodies of water such as lakes and canals, and from failure of dams. Fire produced the greatest property loss following the 1906 San Francisco earthquake, when 520 watt blocks in the city center burned uncontrollably for 3 days. Fire also followed the 1923 Tokyo earthquake, causing much damage and hardship for the citizens.
Wow, that's very detailed explanation. Thank you.
It's nothing. Thank you very much for spending your time in this nice discussion. Goodbye.
You are most welcome. Bye. See you again.